Hi, I'm Colleen, also known as the Healing Visionary, Energy Healer, Intuitive, and Channel. Today, I'm going to be channeling the Andromedan Collective. Protected in a certain sense, they have more than enough, and really not worried. And then there's a whole nother class or caste of people in that system where it is a struggle. They want to flee. They are having the fight or flight syndrome. Of the physical guidance for the year ahead moving forward is to, hello, I'm going to be channeling the Andromedan Collective for the January energy update. And what do we need to understand or know to best guide us through our lives at the higher level of love and joy frequencies to catapult us into the higher dimensions? I'm already experiencing these sort of blinking moments in between where I'm witnessing myself doing mundane tasks like dishes or cooking or sweeping the floor or walking around outside. I just feel strangely aware that nothing feels real and that I'm outside looking in. And of course, the Schumann residency is completely audible now. It's the ringing, the sound is in your ears. You can hear it easily if that's happening for you. And also a mild, sort of continuous headache. That's another symptom I've been experiencing. Of course, it can definitely vary between what you might be experiencing, and those physical symptoms might be a little different. So let's hear from the Andromedan Collective what updates they see ahead for the planet Earth and for humanity as a whole, and any guiding advice that they can offer us as we move into this new year. Hello, our dear ones. It is so good to be with you again for these monthly energy updates, as you refer to it. It's a wonderful way to connect and bring in these energies and information to help guide as we understand this is a rather difficult time for most humans on Earth. There are many categories of people. For example, there is a whole large category of people who really don't feel much of anything at all right now. They are pleasantly comfortable in their third dimensional life. They might fear certain systems crashing down and fear for their money or fear for other layers of economic hardship, but they know they're protected in a certain sense. They have more than enough, and really not worried. And then there's a whole nother class or caste of systems of people in that system where it is a struggle. They want to flee. They are having the fight or flight syndrome going on. They want to get out. They want to do something that will change it. And let us give you the knowledge that it's just like a soul journey. When you keep moving and moving and moving, like this one has, you learn you cannot escape yourself. You cannot escape any of the 3D Earth issues. It is a planetary condition, and it is not bound to any one country. And so if you are thinking that you can flee to other parts of the world, certainly do it if that is what brings you the joy. If you need to leave your particular region or don't resonate with the energy there, because now that leads us to a whole nother section of people, and that is in the third case what may be more of the star seeds. And very sensitive people who are attuned to the energies, they are able to resonate with certain places. And we definitely suggest you surround yourself through these times with people you enjoy, people that you know care about you, people that you, and places where you resonate. And so that is part of the physical guidance for the year ahead moving forward is to position yourself where you are comfortable, where you can create joy and continue living that. Because in the bigger picture of all of this, we want you to see the trajectory forward is moving into the higher frequencies, the fourth and the fifth dimensional life. We have this in Andromeda and many other places throughout the galaxy, many other planets and stars and locale systems have this higher frequency and have been through the process that you are embarking on. It's a beautiful journey. We know it can be bumpy like airplane turbulence. This is understandable, and there is a way to have peace of mind and protect yourself. And this is what we really want to share with people today. And that is that you want to not try and escape anything, but to go within. What is it and where is it that you feel joy? Where do you feel joyous? And maybe it is in certain daily activities, maybe it is in certain places that you feel good. And if it's possible, position yourself there. Position yourself in these other locations. And again, surrounding yourself with the people that you love and who love you back. The other thing is we got distracted with the cat. We will also advise people to continue their inner work, their inner journey of lightening the emotional body. Because the main thing about this time is to begin to really and honestly know how to live inside the heart, where there is no competition, there's no contest, there's no lack. Everything is possible, and there's only compassion for other people, no matter what their beliefs and differences are, because you live in a binary universe. You live in a place where polar opposition is the norm. Of course, there are going to be people with completely opposite ideas and opinions and desires. That the best thing you can do is to look at, how can I understand how they think that, or how they arrived at that thought or that idea, and see it from their perspective. You do not have to agree. Of course, you do not have to agree. And it's a live and let live universe when you're in the heart. There's no efforting, there's no pushing. And we understand this can be very difficult, especially when you're in situations at a work environment where things get very hierarchical and people pushing the other people around. And if you can get out of those situations, it is, of course, the very best thing to do. But if you have to for your own survival needs, then we encourage you to spend as much time going within, remembering to breathe, and taking those pauses throughout the day. It is the reason why meditation and stillness, so to speak, these areas of contemplation, that is, stilling the mind and not actually contemplating on anything, but just contemplating, how do I feel? What am I feeling right now? Taking those pauses throughout the day carves and creates a more expansive forwarding movement. And this is what we want to express today is the fifth dimensional or higher frequency vibrations that you can create and come to in your life to sustain you through this turbulent time, like the airplane turbulence. It'll be bumpy, but you get through it. And it's not life-threatening. It may feel frightening, and you just want to do your breathing and have a series of mainstays that are in your life time and again, that you can use to step as stepping stones and keep moving forward in peace, in joy, in inner calm, inner calm. The moment you get overexcited or anxious or worried, this is what is going to send out other frequency ripples into your field of your holographic universe, into your hologram, your personal hologram or personal timeline, and it will create a conflicting signal. So the best thing, and this is how life is going to be moving forward in these higher dimensional timelines, density timelines, is the ability to maintain the focus, maintain the vibration as long as you can throughout the day. And this will keep that stability for you to be on the other timeline, on the higher frequency timelines. It is a practice, and there are many external energies and angelics, angels, and all the beings in the unseen realms, the Fae and the dragon people, and all those from the etheric and mythical realms, as well as your multi-dimensional, multi-galactic neighbors. We are all cheering. We are all supporting you in the ways that we can through telepathy and other unseen ways. Of course, the direct contact is coming. And if you are wanting to have that for yourself on an individual personal level, we do recommend that you make a heart prayer. Bring it from your heart, because that is the only way it can really be heard, like an antenna. Use antenna energy to bring it up, bring it forward into the etheric, where it can be heard and it can be answered. And you might perhaps in different ways, maybe through dreams, maybe through a vision, receive that multidimensional guidance and contact that you seek. And you will see in your exterior world all the reality about this is coming forward. And it's an exciting time. And we know it's just the beginning. It's just the beginning for planet Earth and for humanity as you circulate and revolve around the cycles of time, around the Earth's timelines, around the Earth's cycles, where you're coming into the Renaissance period again of the beauty and creativity of all of life across everywhere on your planet. And the only way forward is through that incredible beauty of the Enlightenment era, the Renaissance of technology, arts, creativity, and science, all joining as one. You know that arts and science are very much one and the same. They are extremely related. And so the nature does not work in silos. like your sciences and academics want to separate them. We say what is probably so obvious to most of you, and that is that all is related. All subjects studied, all those silos and categorical containers must burst open their boundaries and see this intricate lacing of the woven patterns and matrix that it creates across your entire reality and system. This is what is the woven tapestry across your energy field, across your lives, across your planetary experience. And you can work with this woven tapestry, this metaphoric symbol of that tapestry, and look at the threads, look for the holes, repair the weaving in your own life. Do this inner work where your old wounds from this time and even past lives have deteriorated your personal tapestry weaving. Go to the field of infinite possibilities, the field where Rumi talks about you will meet one day. And this is the place you can also see your gigantic blanket of hand woven tapestry blanket. And this is where you can do the inner work in the field of all of love and life and repair those holes in your weaving. Put it with gold and silver threads throughout that help weave a new destiny, a new timeline, a new potential where you will also have more than enough of everything in your life without efforting, without trading your time for money and working for institutions and people that do not serve you or the greater whole. They are a dying industry, all of them, all of them. Trust this, believe it, know it, go into your etheric field, work with the holes in your personal tapestry weaving, do that inner work, get help where needed for restructuring your foundations. You must remove all foreign entities and energies and objects. You know, we are master healers from the galactic perspective of energy work. This is how we come to work with her, and we stabilize everyone's foundation first. It's like building a house. You have to have a strong concrete foundation. And from there, then all others things, all other aspects can be built upon that retrieve and return your soul fragments that are so intelligent and remain safe from the trauma of the happening that happened, and bringing forward the love in your heart with the stability that's needed in life at this time. We understand it is challenging and you are human, so there will be fluctuations in your ability to consistently maintain this certain energy, but you will have the ability, and it's like any muscle. With practice it will grow and grow, and we like to bring your attention and focus there because this is the year until you reach 2026 and 27. We see the timeline has unfolded now, that until then, the turbulence will be shaking, and not to be frightened. You must do absolutely everything in your ability to manage your mind, as we know it's called there on earth, managing your thoughts, managing your mind, and to know your center. So start practicing now. Know your center. Go into the stillness. Use these as we said, stepping stones every day until you have it programmed, so to speak, until it's stabilized and solid in your system, like the body's mechanical memory, the body's automatic memory knows the path to work. While your mind is elsewhere thinking of something else, your body is driving you to work. We think that is so humorous. It is so intelligent. The body has that incredible, amazing ability. Is there anything else? Escalation. This is a period of escalation this whole year, which is why we liken it to the previous year in 2024. How much happened? And you will see that doubled, tripled, maybe even more. It depends how your life is, but it is going to be packed with changes. And this needs to be. This is a beautiful sign of the evidence of the changing times to zoom you into that Renaissance period of enlightenment, that golden age. You will, in your lifetime, get to see the beginnings of it and the glimpse of the beauty of it. And you are here to hold the energy, to hold the space for this shift to happen. And it is a beautiful blossoming, but it is not without difficulty. Just like the butterfly in the cocoon knows that it has to go through that dismemberment. It has to be completely torn down and torn apart. And then it emerges as this glorious, new, transformed being of light and flight. Same with the dragonfly. The dragonfly was a nymph in the water and then goes also into chrysalis and emerges as this glorious dragonfly. The winged ones, the winged insects, are some of your most ancient beings on the planet, which is why many of you are drawn to them as symbolic characters or totems that you rely on throughout your life for encouragement and support. And we love that about the earth and humanity, your tenderness, your loving ability to care for all different creatures of all types and see their characteristics and join in harmony with them for your own self, for your own character and ability to mimic those of your favorite creatures and animals. It's a wonderful pairing, and we definitely do encourage this kind of communion of your own character and aspirations and goals for yourself and your highest personality. Join with the animals and other beings and beings of light who you look up to, who you admire their traits and their abilities. Wear them for yourself. This is a very shamanic tool of transformation, and you have that ability. You have that ability to amass and wear these attributes for yourself. And we leave you with these thoughts, and we will join you again, definitely very soon. We are the Andromedan Collective, and we wish you all the best success, love, and living your best life with more than enough of everything. More than enough love, more than enough food and resources, more than enough of all that you love to do. Oh, okay. Katie. That's great. Katie is in the video. Well, I kind of had a glimpse of some of the things they said. I think it was full of ideas of things we can do, like strategies, it sounded like, and not to be fearful. I got that message pretty clearly. But I was up in the void, in the Merkaba to the void. And so I did, and then they came right down in and started talking. So that's one of the ways that I do this work. If you're interested for yourself, I just put out a Merkaba video on a concise and short version training of what Drunvalo Melchizedek taught for using the Merkaba, and it is ready for you to activate. You can do it right now and start using it. And it's also very protective. So if the times are tough, and you can also do your manifesting in there too. Right now, I'm promoting in my shop. I have added the palm wisdom, which I use as a diagnostic tool when clients come to see me. It's one of the diagnostic tools. Main one is I do the Siberian stone reading, and I have both of them now available as separate offerings that you can come and just receive that. If you don't want to book a whole healing session, you can come and find out a lot of interesting information about your soul life in your left hand, what your soul brought forward in this lifetime. It will show any trauma that's there. And the palm reading also gives you clues to who you're here to be and what you're here to do, and a lot more information, the healer's lines, writer's lines. I give a written report. You just send your pictures in, and it's a very detailed and meaningful way of reading at a soul level your palmistry. People found it to be extremely accurate and even shed light on some areas they had not considered, ascribing meaning to some of the challenges they deal with in this lifetime were actually explained in the hand. And as always, I welcome you to contact me with any questions or concerns.